Hi, welcome to the Digital Transformation Whisperer podcast series. The aim of this series is designed to share the wisdom of 35 plus years, and I think it's probably actually even longer, of working with business and digital transformations to deliver, design, implement, train, change, rescue has been often that I've been involved in. And more recently, legal professionals have asked to be able to understand and unpick what went wrong in projects. And so it's really one of those areas that you might say that there is a lot to talk about and a lot to discover. And so the aim is to be able to share that wisdom of all of these experiences over the years. It's not easy to get information or focused information or information you can actually take away and use. So my name's Wayne Holtham, and let me share with you how the Whisperer podcast series has come about. A good friend of mine who's worked on a number of digital transformations over time, he said to me, mate, you're a bit of a whisperer when it comes to these digital transformations. And as you can imagine, I've worked on lots of different sorts. And so one of the things that really captured my mind was whisperer. That sounds interesting. We hear of the horse whisperer. We hear of people that actually have a knack of being able to do things that others seem to be able to relate to. And so I looked up what the meaning is. And so a whisperer being a person who is unusually skilled in guiding, calmly, and influencing or managing other people. And I suppose when you understand the real fundamentals and the basics and you can share that, that's what comes across. And so I suppose let's leverage that thing of me being the whisperer as such. And what I don't know, we can actually ask other people that know way more than me. And I haven't been around for that long. When you look at the scheme of things of digital transformations and how long we've been trying to deploy software. There are a lot of unknowns in the digital transformation space, and taking that big picture view is what I look at, and I use all of those experiences and all of those knowledges to be able to share that information for you, and hopefully make it so that it's understandable and relatable. And that is, to me, the most important step. So this whole series or this whole podcast that we're actually doing is about focusing on talking about those things that no one can really give you answers on, and delving into those challenges that bring about risk and bring about failure. And you might say that often we find that the risk and the failure has been hidden. We didn't see it. How we made aware of it? We've had organisations or consultants come in and look at that risk, yet all of a sudden we've still failed. And so how do we actually take that next level down look and say, what's going to reduce that risk even further? How do we actually protect ourselves? How do we make great decisions? And this wisdom, hopefully it helps you actually get to that point. The one thing I do know is that when we talk about software vendors, the only thing on their mind is actually selling software. They are very, very good at selling you the dream, the vision of what the future will hold. And quite rightly so, in the sense that, it is possible to actually achieve that. But unless you put the work in, unless you understand what it needs to actually take to do that, then it's like very, very difficult to achieve. And so that's one of the things that hopefully we'll discover as we walk through all of these different podcasts over the series over the next coming months. The other one is solution integrators. It's funny, I was working with a client just recently, and we were working in a space where they were talking about how they would deploy a solution. And it was like listening to a real estate agent talking about a rundown, beat up cottage where the roof had fallen in, only they were calling it quaint, had character. It was really, really one of those places you would love to live. And so if I'd never seen that house or the picture of that house that they were actually describing, just like they're describing the deployment of this software solution, I would be pretty disappointed by the time I got to the end. And it would have taken a whole lot more cost and a whole lot more effort than me just taking a quaint little cottage, sitting by the river, and watching the moon through the hole in the roof. So it's about making sure that you don't have those sort of moments that happen. So each week we'll bring a different topic to light, and we'll actually talk about what we've learned, or what we know, or what are the things to consider in that. or we'll actually bring people that actually know way more than I do about a particular topic, and we'll ask questions. We'll ask those questions that often people don't want to answer, but that's where the truth lies. And so that's what the Digital Transformation Whisperer podcast series is looking to achieve. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you tune in. I think it will be helpful for those people who are looking to do a digital transformation or trying to understand what went wrong and how they don't make that mistake for the future. And so look out for LinkedIn, look out for any of the mediums that we would actually upload a clip, and they'll be coming out on a regular basis. And you might even get to the point where you might subscribe to the channel, and that'd be great, because at least I know that you're actually getting information that might be helpful to you and it's of interest. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next podcast.